just take a moment here just to take a seat. And just to find ourselves. And while you're finding your seat, take your left palm up and your right palm on top of that. And then just let it sit comfortably. It would be below your navel and your elbows. Just on the sides of your body. And then close your eyes. And find your breath. And feel yourself in all time and space. You've gathered yourself here to come to this place. And there's a grand reason why. And the universe has been telling us stories. And parts of our awareness have been listening along. At times forgotten to hear. But today we meet at this potent time. It's coming of the perfect equilibrium, the reunification of that which is you. So as we sit at this doorway, let us find ourselves in all space and time. And wherever we may travel, wherever we've come from, let us release just all of that, knowing that all time, all space is now. So eyes closed, breath full, and feel your holy presence, the one that has arrived. So without too much of the mind, discern for yourself that which you're ready to release, that you're ready to pour out of your heart. If you chose a shadow quality in our teachings last night, maybe focus on that, allowing that alchemy to be magnified in all time and all space. So see what floats up. What are you willing to release? Are you willing to purify yourself from? And then just imagine it as a cord from wherever it's come, wherever it's connected, however it happens to be. That's all okay. No more energy is needed to analyze any situation or anything. And imagine as you sit on this perfect place here today, this great cosmic sword, created from starlight, slices down from the universe and slicing away that cord. And wherever that cord came from, it returns. And whatever your energy was that you pulled that cord towards you, all of that becomes healed. And where once that cord was, there's no blemish or bump, no wound or scar. In a miraculous moment, with a touch of a divine thought, a divine word, a divine touch, all is healed. And as you breathe into the space, you feel yourself lighter, like you're floating upon a lily, a perfect lily pad. And the pad of the lily moves out all around you, as big as can be, so that you feel supported. And on this lily pad, you float. And you feel yourself, just gently, an awareness of floating. And as we bring our awareness to that sense of floating, every breath we breathe, it's like the spinal column. As you breathe in, it's like an automatic, an extension through the spinal column. Space is made between the ribs, the back of the throat, inside the skull, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. And even as you exhale, it's like a sense of getting lighter, like the helium balloon lifting. And so feel yourself breathe, just awareness of breath. And however you're breathing is perfectly fine. Allow all of you, an ocean, diving in, experiencing the simplicity and beauty of breathing. And notice as long as you sit here, stay focused in this moment, your awareness fully entrained. Your breath naturally grows longer and vaster. There's a great depth, a great lightness, even an awareness through every part of your breath. And you still perfectly seated, floating upon this lily. And as you look around you, it's like the lily itself is floating in space, in this great and cosmic ocean. The waves themselves seem like they're made out of like a liquid glitter. There's a rise and a fall, an expansion and a lifting. There's a drawing in, feeling the depth of the wave and feeling the height of each wave. And you, is perfectly seated, still as can be, aware and awake, consciousness enlightened. So breathing as you're enjoying that flow, inhaling and exhaling. And each time we get to the bottom of our breath, we're going to gently press the breath out so that you become empty of breath. And you're going to inhale, enliven, and exhaling. Complete surrender, complete letting go. And your belly moving, receiving, diaphragm opening. It's like a lifting into the chest and broadening through the collarbones, through the throat, the face, the third eye, crown, the back of the shoulders, behind the heart, everything opens. And then you're exhaling like the helium balloon. It's lighter and lighter. And again, you, that's perfectly floating, this lily pad afloat, this cosmic ocean of stars and drifting. And if every time you press that breath out, squeeze it out. And as you're inhaling, hear the sound of your breath, like the rise of the ocean wave. The pressing out, that victorious breath, that Ujjayi breath, that breath that is victory, that in its wake it purifies and distills, it alchemizes in you through your golden soul self. So here as you breathe, like a gentle wind upon the waves, that Ujjayi breath, and it brings a greater awareness into the space of the throat, into the length of your spine. And as you find yourself breathing even a little bit deeper at the top of your breath, gentle retention, and then exhaling, it's like a feather falling, almost as it gets to earth, it hovers as you press that last drop of breath out. And then when you're inhaling, the chest expanding forward and back and side to side, and the sound of your breath fills you, purifies you, awakens you, reminds you. And before you, you see a flame that flickers like a beautiful candle flame. You can feel your whole attention fixate upon this flame with every breath you breathe. Put your consciousness on this flame. Allow your awareness to be filled with the flame. A flame of purity that burns so brightly that allows you to see nothing but light. And as long as you remain focused upon this flame, your thoughts, your mind are purified. And allow yourself to be focused on this flame that dances before you. It dances with this unseen realm, air. And feel how your breath and the flame synchronize in the space and dance with each other. This is the victory of the higher self over fear. Let your light shine so brightly from the openness of your heart. And feel your heart open up completely. And as you're breathing in, it's as if you're breathing in through the heart center and breathing out through the heart. You're breathing in through the heart and breathing out through the heart. Keep that sound of the Ujjayi breath. As you're breathing in, you just feel the breath rise. And as you're breathing out, you feel it fall. And almost before you get to that end of the breath, you inhale. Get to the fullness of that inhale, and straight away you exhale. So you're breathing in, you're breathing in through the heart, and you're breathing out through the heart. You're breathing in through the heart, and you're breathing out through the heart. And keep that breath. And as you're breathing in through the heart, just notice in your heart center, it's like the petals of a red rose, like a spiral of rose petals from the very center of your heart, spiraling outward. Every breath that you breathe, breathing in through the heart, breathing out through the heart. And with every breath you breathe, the spiral of these red rose petals creating this beautiful rose, a red rose right at the place of your heart. And keep your breath as you bring your hands into your heart, palms together. Let's inhale here. Exhale, bow out into your chest. Take a moment here. We've gathered something we wish to release. We've cut that cord. And now we're here to instill within our heart a compassionate message, a message of love that we share with ourselves so that we can share with the world. This is a message that unifies, that creates unity. So look within your heart, what rises for you, what comes to heart, knowing that you can step into that for you. And as you step in that for you, it gives permission to all to step into that within them. You can bow chin a little bit deep into your chest and offer that. Offer that as your sankalpa. Inhale, thumbs between the third eye touch. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, hands into the heart. Inhale, open your arms wide, palms up. Exhale, hands into the heart. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands into the heart. Inhale, open the arms up. Exhale, hands into the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands into the heart. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, hands into the heart. Inhale, arms open. Or up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, hands to the heart. A few more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, open. Close. Inhale, up. Exhale, heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, heart. Stay here, breathe, inhaling and exhaling. left hand onto your belly, and then your right hand on your solar plexus area, so below the heart center, where the stomach would be. So I would say solar plexus area, and then hand is on your belly. So we're going to do Breathwork breath, which is a very strong diaphragmatic inhale and exhale. Your hands are resting in the places because you want them to feel activated. You want to be able to feel that energy as you inhale. The navel and the hand and your solar plexus open up. And then as you exhale, it's pressing in. So we start together. Find your breath. And just gently exhale all the way around. Sit up nice and tall. Eyes are closed, gazing right between the third eye. Let's inhale. Exhale, Breathwork. So we try, keep a rhythm. And we try all breathe as one. Inhale. Hold the breath, but as you hold the breath, relax your jaw, your neck and your shoulders, your elbows. When you're holding the breath, look up. You notice that as you float in that lily with the star ocean below you, it's like the star ocean above you. It's almost difficult to know if the right way up of what you're seeing is just a reflection. Exhale all the air out. Keep your eyes closed. Connect with yourself. Inhale. Exhale, just sigh the breath out and place your hands up on your knees. Find your breath. Bring your hands in your place of your heart. Taking a deep breath in. A full breath out. Inhale, thumbs between your eyebrows, just gently touch. And with that space of inner guidance. And then hands back to the heart. So listen carefully. We're going to bring our hands to our eyes. And then to our heart. And then we'll bring them back to our eyes. And back to our heart. When we bring them to our eyes the first time, we say, I am you. And you are me. I am that. I am you, and you are me. I am that. I am you, and you are me. I am that. I am you, and you are me. I am that. I am you, and you are me. I am that. I am you, and you are me. I am that. I am you, and you are me. I am that. I am you, and you are me. I am that. I am you, and you are me. I am that. I am you, and you are me. I am that. I am you, and you are me. I am that. I am you, and you are me. I am that. And your hands at the place of your heart. See, nice and tall, eyes are closed. Gazing upward towards that place, right between the eyebrows. And as you sit in that space, you notice you. It is a reflection of you. Above you is this almost like upside down image, a perfect reflection of you where the crowns of your heads meet. This reflection of you, realizing all that you see in the world is a reflection of you. So what are you reflecting you? What are you being shown to stand in your power? This physical incarnation. This is about integration and presence, actualization, unification, relationship. So we move through this portal, this full Moon Libra, with many activations. As we walk through our fragmented societies and we see unlawfulness in all things, as you stand, you are that flame, that purifying flame in all things. To see your reflection, and in that reflection, you see this perfect violet flame purifying you, your field, and all that you are, and all that you do, all thoughts and deeds. Let's bring our right hand to our navel and our left hand to our solar plexus. Seated nice and tall. Inhaling and exhaling. Exhale all the breath out. Inhaling. Now hold the breath. And now slowly exhale the breath out. It's going to be a little bit longer. So we're going to inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 2, 1. Hold the breath up nice and tall. Exhale, stay tall. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4. Hold. Exhale, 8. Inhale, 4. Hold. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. All the way out, hold the breath out. Let your hands just rest on your thighs, in your lap. Left palm under right, tips of the thumbs touching, shoulders right over the hips. All the breath out. Eyes slightly lifted. Inhale deeply. Over the mouth and just all the way down. Again, deep breath in. Again, big breath in. Feel that, like all those stars are beneath you and above you. It's like they fell down from the skies and they washed up from the ocean, unified within you, creating this perfect form that you are. So feel the stars mingling, tingling in all your cells. This reintegration, this presence, if you will. Take another deep breath in, a full breath out. We're going to take our thumb to our ring finger, but to the pad or your finger. And then you're going to keep your hands down on your knees. Like here's your round knee, and just so in the top area, just above the knee, maybe like an inch or so. That's where your wrist or your hand will rest. Let that feel comfortable. Your fingers, the fingers, let them just be relaxed too. Find your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. So we do a round of breath of fire, Kapalabhati breath. That's that sharp exhale out through the nose so things can go flying. What we're trying to do is to clear the mind, the level of the mind, our mental states, so we can further release those things that we have chosen to release, the ones that congregate in our thoughts. So find your breath in your body, breathing in breathing out. Feel your nose as you breathe in again. Feel your nose as you breathe out. I'm going to breathe in 3/4. Sharp exhale, breath of fire. Remember, it's your navel shooting back in. That's going to help you press the breath out. Inhale, hold. Sit up nice and tall. Relax your jaw, the back of your throat, your shoulders. Exhale all the breath out. And as you empty yourself, that presence, the presence of that unification in your cells, there is an awareness, a new level of consciousness. Feel that full you. You, like a holy chalice, being filled with a blessed wine. And the wine is sweet. It's like sweet juice upon your tongue. As you notice in your mouth starts to salivate. And so I want you to fill your mouth. Don't swallow your spit yet. Just imagine that sweet nectar on your tongue. Taste it. And in your mouth, the saliva collects. And let it collect there. And the more you taste this nectar, it transmutes the saliva in your mouth into the golden elixir. And again, before you swallow, just taste that sweet nectar, that red wine. And see your mouth filled, feel it, a golden elixir. And now as you swallow it, that saliva becomes healing through all parts of your being and carries with it a frequency of this holy wine. And you yourself fueled and refilled. Find your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's turn your arms, your palms up on your legs. Open your mouth, lick your lips, or take a sip of tea. Then you're going to round your lips. You're going to breathe in and out through the lips like this. Inhale, hold. And press the breath out. All the way to the bottom. And in your emptiness, eyes closed, palms up, gazing right through that window, ability to see, to sense. And as you're sitting in the space, this like royal blue cape has been placed around you, over your head, your shoulders. It's like you've been placed in this perfect container. This is what they call the arena of transmutation. Your cellular form being reformed, transformed. Your cellular form moving between form and formlessness. Restructuring, resurrecting. Whenever you're ready, breathing in. And then gently sighing the breath out. So for yourself in the space, imagine 1,000 candles lit around you. You're in this holier than holy space. This great presence has been with us. So feel this presence that is with us. Soften your fingers and wiggle your toes. Float your hands over your heart. On this red rose, right at the center of your heart. It moves between these colors of red and blue. It's almost like interchanging with the light that is shifting, or the frequency within the rose. Feel the rose. Sense its presence. Feel the vibration just below your hands. Feel this awakening. So breathing in and breathing out as you bow into your chest. And just saying, I am you, and you are me. I am that. My hands together right at the place of your heart. Your heart already overflowing in gratitude. Pure gratitude of the heavens is flowing to you, through you. Bring your hands over your face, and as if you're washing that gratitude over you. And that gratitude in itself is healing. Bring your hands back into your heart. The light within me